Budget. So some of you are going to be asking the question, how much does it take to put one of these on? What do you do about budget? It really depends on how many volunteers you have. It depends on your venue and their flexibility, and it depends on whether you're bringing in speakers or not. I would encourage you to honor any speakers that you bring in with an honorarium, with some sort of gift. And I would encourage you to be generous to your volunteers in that you want to feed them and you want to make sure that they are well looked after. The team is well looked after when they're there. So there are so many factors when it comes to budget. It's hard for me to really give you a figure. I will say this. For an Awaken the Valley, we look at, this is in Melbourne, Australia, with about 150 at the moment coming along to our events. We have about 20 different churches represented. It's costing us around about $1,000 a month to put the events on. So they're about $1,000 a month for the event. So you just need to know your figures. I just encourage you, where God guides, He provides. There's so many catchphrases I could use here: God's will, God's bill. But it's true. Honestly, if God is in this and you're walking with Him, you'll find His provision. Don't be afraid of the money factor. And I also encourage you, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask people for funds, to ask people to donate things, to donate time, to donate whatever they have, because you will find that there are people that are really passionate about your area being awakened. They've been praying for it for 20 years, so they're not afraid to give you $20. They might not be afraid to give you $200. They might even give you $2,000, because this is their heart's cry, and where their treasure is, their heart is. Where their heart is, their treasure is. So I so encourage you, don't be afraid to ask as well. So budget, it's gonna vary. You're gonna have to set your own budget, but make sure you factor in that you're gonna have to feed people, that you're gonna have to hire a venue, that you're gonna have to do honorariums if you are bringing people in. You don't have to, but I encourage those. The other thing I'd say about budget is we always give 10% of our offering away. I'd encourage you to do that. If we're asking people to bring a tithe, I always encourage people to sow a tithe into another Awaken or another ministry. So they're my thoughts on budget.